The queen only held her best friend's newborn child for a moment, but that night, the infertile queen had a strange dream. A little koi fish appeared and said it would bless her with a pair of twins, a boy and a girl. When the queen woke up, she immediately realized that her friend's child was not ordinary. It turned out the child was originally a golden koi fish from the heavens. Because her friend's family had accumulated good deeds over 3 generations, they had moved the heavens, and so the immortal sent the little koi to be reborn in her friend's family, bringing them good fortune. An old Taoist priest had predicted all of this in advance. While the husband and mother-in-law were celebrating the arrival of this lucky star, the old Taoist suddenly furrowed his brows and said a disaster star would also arrive. The husband then suddenly remembered that his mistress was also giving birth on the same day. He believed the child born to his mistress must be the lucky star, while the child born to his wife must be the disaster star. So, he secretly ordered the midwife to kill his wife's child as soon as it was born. He then left his wife to be with his mistress. As soon as the little koi was born, the midwife, following the husband's orders, lied to the woman, claiming that the baby had died. The woman, upon hearing this, was heartbroken. But just as the midwife was about to secretly smother the little koi, the woman suddenly heard the child's voice calling for help. She thought it was just a hallucination caused by her sadness, but the little koi quickly used its divine powers, showing the woman a vision of the future. In the vision, the woman was framed by her husband for treason, which led to the execution of her entire family by the emperor. Her husband's cruelty was driven by his desire to openly marry his mistress. At that moment, the woman finally realized that the voice she had heard wasn't a delusion. She immediately ordered her maid to snatch the baby away. To her astonishment, the child was still alive. She ordered the servants to subdue the midwife, but again, through the voice of the little koi, she learned that her husband had another illegitimate daughter outside. After hearing the little koi's words, the woman instructed her maid to investigate the old mansion outside the city. What she discovered was exactly what the little koi had said. Even the neighbors revealed that the husband had brought his mistress to live in the old mansion years ago. The woman's heart turned to stone, but just as she was sinking into despair, the little koi's voice warned her that her maternal family was in danger. In her grandfather's study, someone had secretly placed a voodoo doll filled with needles, with the emperor's name written on it. If discovered, her entire family would be doomed. The woman knew that the emperor despised such dark arts. If he found out, her family would be exterminated. Without hesitation, the woman bit her finger and wrote a blood letter. She then sent her maid to burn the voodoo doll in her father's study and placed the blood letter in its place, warning her not to let anyone see it. The husband didn't return that night. By noon the next day, the man, who had been missing all night, rushed back home, pretending to care about his daughter. The woman then discussed the baby's full moon celebration with him, but the date she set for the celebration happened to coincide with the mistress child's full moon celebration. The man initially wanted to postpone it, but the woman insisted, saying that the queen had been invited, and changing the date might upset the queen. Reluctantly, the man agreed. On the day of the full moon celebration, the queen looked at the adorable little baby, feeling envious in her heart. She had been with the emperor for many years and had not had a child. Now, seeing another woman's child, she desperately wished for one herself. Unexpectedly, the little koi heard her wish and immediately promised to grant it. That very night, the little koi appeared in the queen's dream, asking